Alright guys, welcome back to Season 2 of this FIFA 18 career mode save with Liverpool. God, last episode's ending were a bit dramatic, weren't it? 9-8 penalty shootout win. That was stressful. I'm hoping that today's episode is going to be a little bit less stressful, though we are starting with semi-final cup action against Burnley, and as we've seen before, I do sometimes struggle against Burnley, so I'm not going to hold up my hopes, but we'll try and make it to the final if we can. We also have games in this one against Stoke and Wolves. As you can see as well, we've also been drawn against Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We've got some big games coming up. 2 games against Atletico, cup final for the first game of this episode. We also have to play Arsenal, one of our bogey teams, and the last league game of the season is against Man United. Hopefully we'll also have Champions League finals and an FA Cup final thrown in there, but if we do get knocked out of both these cups, we only have 1, 2, 3 more episodes left of this save. Hopefully that'll be 4 episodes given the cup games, but we shall see. First, we have to beat Burnley in the FA Cup semi-final. Game number 1 of this episode then, we are at Wembley Stadium for the semi-final of the FA Cup against Burnley. I've had to make quite a lot of changes for this one because players were tired. We've also got a lot of games in quick succession this episode. So we start with a thrilling 3, or not quite so thrilling 3, of Justin Kluivert, Kasper Dolberg and Kai Havertz up front. Max Meyer, Sanson and Weigl are playing in the centre of the park. De Ligt partners Johnny Evans at centre-back with Gianluca Itter and Alexander Arnold in wing-backs. And of course, who else is in net but Kasper Schmeichel. Alright, so I have tinkered with the formation a little bit. We are now playing 4-2-3-1 instead. Just figured that teams are possibly getting to know how we play, so if we can check things up a little bit, and which we nearly did then, we have it's nearly managing to squeak through. Here's Kluivert gives the ball away, Zivkovic, Sanson picks it up again, here's Meyer, Dolberg, that's going to be offside, yep, it's offside, don't count, unlucky Kasper. We're the right kind of move, but just preferably while onside. Weigl wins the header. Kluivert sets Itter off. Can Itter do? Whips this in. Oh, Chul gets to it before Havertz can. Itter finds Meyer. Here's Kluivert, runs straight into Cork and Burnley can break. Here's Hendrick. Oh, well won. Dolberg. Oh, Sanson, that's going to go under Heaton, and that is in. We have taken the lead at Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Here's Zivkovic. Oh, Zivkovic has got space. Going to look to whip this in. Here's Wood. Oh, off the crossbar. And well done, Alexander Arnold, to get that away. Itter, win your header, well done. Dolberg, well done. Oh, what a waste. We have got the ball again though. Here's Kluivert, finds Max Meyer, and that's gone wide. Here's Justin Kluivert, he turns inside. Nice bit of skill, but Heaton gets the save. Lumped up by Tom Heaton. Does find Wood. But don't matter, referee blows the whistle. We have the 1-0 lead at half time. There's Wood. Alexander Arnold sliding in brilliantly. There's Meyer. He sets Havertz off. Can we get back in this? Can we put this to bed? No, we can't. Victor Ruiz gets in the way. Goodmanson fires it down the line to Wood. He's got De Ligt with him. There's nobody in the box. Should be able to clear that. Well done. Goodmanson puts the challenge in though, and Defoe gets the ball. He turns. Ooh, just over. Unusual step then, Sadio Mane coming on to play up front in the place of Kasper Dolberg. Dolberg's done well, but I want to see what Mane can do in this formation. Perhaps with a little bit more speed. There's Weigl. Oh, Weigl gives it away. There's Pierre Gabriel. Fired down the line. Chris Wood is there. Why has Schmeichel not come for that? Substitutions then. Christopher Ayer is coming on for his first game in quite a long time, replacing Johnny Evans, and Leon Goretzka comes on in the place of Weigl just because he's picked up that yellow card. Oh, Havertz finally beats the back line. Looks to whip it in, does whip it in, and Mane puts us 2-0 up in the 84th minute, killing off the game and putting us into the final of the FA Cup. Mane wins the header, but it passes it straight to Jairzinho. Here's Pardo. He finds Jairzinho. Well done, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And we've set Mane off here. I were tempted to just run it to corner flag, but I won't. And that's it. Goretzka definitely kills it off. Burnley went attacking, threw everybody up forward, trying to get the pull some goals back, and that leaves us so much space. Leon Goretzka makes it 3. And referee should be blowing whistle any time now, really, because we are in injury time. And there we go. We are through to the FA Cup final after a 3-0 victory over Burnley. I am pleased with that because we definitely didn't have the strongest side out on pitch that were available. I'll take that victory. We're going to Wembley again. And there's confirmation. We are going to be playing Leicester in the final of the FA Cup. This is our third cup final in this career, second cup final of this season. Hopefully we can make that the third cup final of this season if we can get past Atletico in the next episode. But for now, it is time for the game against Stoke. Game number 2 then, and we return to Anfield for a game against Stoke. As you can see, I'm sticking with the lineup that I used in the last game against Burnley. Mane and Pulisic provide width with Icardi playing up front. Goretzka is in just behind Icardi in the cam role with Cook and Modric in the centre of midfield. Van Dijk and Matip are my centre-back partnership with Tierney and Smedo at wing-back, and Schmeichel, as usual, is in sticks. Alright, game number 2. Come on, lads. The league is so tight at the minute, and a victory here will keep us in the running for first. Here's Mane, already on a yellow card, thanks to that risky tackle. Pulisic forcing a save from Butland. Got to be careful, can't go in for risky challenges with Mane. Oh, how will we let Moting get the ball then? Well done, Semedo, for at least tracking back and trying to put the brakes on. But that was just horrible defending. Honestly thought that were going in. Here's Pulisic, finds Cook. Cook gives it away with a pass straight to Allen. Ex-Liverpool player, of course. Usually comes back to Wanters. Here's Deeney. Get that ball away again. Modric. Here's Goretzka. Goretzka does give the ball away. Modric can't get hold of it. Here's Mane. Tried to set Icardi off and it didn't work. And there we go. Referee blows the whistle. All square at half time. Icardi out wide to Tierney. Sends it back into Icardi. Not got many options. Icardi again, turns, finds Mane, he finds Goretzka, ball is with Icardi again, and Butland saves that. Substitution time then. Mauro Icardi not seeming to do much. He's coming off for Dolberg, and Cliver is coming on for Luka Modric. Mane is going to drop into that cam roll behind Dolberg, with Goretzka dropping back into Modric's place. Hopefully the changes give us a little bit more firepower up front. Here's Goretzka. Mane finds Dolberg. What can Dolberg do? Can he set Mane off here? He can, and Mane finally breaks the ice and gets us a goal. We take the lead. About 5 minutes plus injury time left for Stoke to find an equaliser or us to find a second goal. Here's Pulisic, turns inside, and Goretzka finally puts us in front for the second goal. Well, we were in front anyway, you know what I mean. Finally finds the second goal and kills this game. And this time the corner flag does die. That were a horribly scrappy goal, but I don't care. Looks like we are going to get the 3 points here today, and hopefully Chelsea will slip up at some point and we can pull that lead back. It's Pulisic. Oh, he's run it straight into Butland. That were a waste. Shouldn't matter though. Come on, ref. There we go. Referee blows his whistle. We have come out 2-0 winners at Anfield. And after that, we can look at the table, and we have taken first place. It's only on goal difference at the minute. Chelsea neck and neck with us. Manchester United also up there. We have to play them. So is City. Beating Spurs last episode. Last episode has knocked them pretty much out of the running, I think. 5 games left to go for us anyway in Chelsea. 73 points each. That's why every point counts now. And the big news coming out of that episode as well, that game as well, is that Dries Mertens has returned from injury. He is walking straight into the starting lineup for this next game, dropping into that cam role. Modric needs a little bit of a rest anyway because he's getting on, so can't play as much. Having Mertens behind the striker should increase the firepower significantly. So we just need to hope that he don't aggravate his injury again. And we are jumping straight into that game. As you can see, the lineup has changed a little bit. Mane and Pulisic providing width for Dolberg up front, with Mertens playing just behind him in that centre forward role, I suppose it calls it on this, but it's the cam role traditionally. Lewis Cook and Leon Goretzka are my midfield pairing, with De Ligt, Van Dijk at centre back, Tierney and Semedo at wing back, and Schmeichel still in net. Fingers crossed that Mertens don't get injured all over again. Okay, away to Wolves. I think we actually struggled against Wolves as well last time we played them. Wolves obviously promoted last season and in real life as well. In fact, the Wolves team in real life is phenomenal. It's almost like a FIFA or Football Manager team. They've just signed all the good youngsters, knowing that eventually they'll come good. Mertens, first touch of the ball. What can he do? Shoots, and it's straight at Ruddy. Probably a bit of a waste, but you know, it's worth a crack. Spent a few weeks or a couple of months. I can't remember how long he's actually been out. Here is Mertens again, and this time he's put it over. Here's Goretzka, finds Pulisic. Pulisic gives the ball away sillily. Wins it back. Goretzka finds Dolberg. It's Mertens, and Mertens on his return from injury puts us 1-0 up. What a goal. What a guy. What a twatting of the corner flag. And Cook wins the ball back. Here's Dolberg. Dolberg with a back heel finds Mertens. Oh, ball cannons off the defender. I thought that were going to pop through to Pulisic then. Here's Abdullahi. Well done, Semedo. Spot too soon. Barini finds Abdullahi again. And Dolberg wins it this time and keeps it. Oh, he has as well. Mertens picked up a knock. Here's Pulisic. Finds Dolberg. Dolberg through to Mane. Pulisic. Oh, did that come off for one of our players or one of theirs? At least it came off for one of theirs. I thought it would come off for one of ours then for a minute. Oh, off the post by De Ligt. Fire it back in again. And De Ligt again. This time Ruddy clutches it in his hands and wins it back. Well done, Mertens. Dolberg finds Mane. Could we fit Pulisic through? We can. And Pulisic makes it 2. That's not going to count. Or is it? No. Offside. Damn it. Not quick enough. See how far off it were. Oh. Here's Neves. Can't believe Ruben Neves is at Wolves. I just struggle to believe how that happened, other than Jorge Mendes being the answer. Well done, Delit. Yeah, that link with Jorge Mendes, it's unreal. I think Wolves showing brilliant business sense. Anyway, that is the ref's whistle. 1-0 to Liverpool at half-time. We'll soon find out. Oh, he's picked up a knock. Is it one that he can run off? Hopefully it is. Here's Pulisic. There's Mertens. Oh, Mertens turns and shoots, and he's gone down again. He's back up. He was faking. He just wanted a free kick. Didn't you, lad? Oh, Dolberg jumping, but he's injured. So he's just not got the strength. Let's see if he can run it off. I don't want to be taking him off yet because it's working quite well. The slightly bigger Dolberg with Mertens just behind him. Mane going for a challenge. Cook wins the ball back. Here is Pulisic. Finds Mertens. Oh, House just getting in the way again. Mertens sets off Pulisic, he cuts inside, and that does make it 2 this time. He's definitely not offside that time. Christian Pulisic puts Liverpool 2-0 up and kills this game off. Van Dijk finds Goretzka. Goretzka knocked off the ball by Neves. Ball back with Neves. Oh, great little ball. And that's gone wide. Oh, nice little ball from Mertens. Intercepted, but we've got it back. Dolberg with a nice little drag back. Oh, that's off Miranda. That will be a corner. We'll lump this in box. See what happens. Ruddy's going to get that. Yep. Big hands, big jump, and easily plucked out the air. Passed to Neves instead of one of our men. We won the ball back though. Here's Mane. Dolberg feeds in Mertens, and Mertens for some reason takes a shot and Ruddy saves it. Don't matter though, we are in injury time. So, and there we go. The referee brings it to a close. We do pick up the victory. Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. And with that victory over Wolves, that brings us to the end of this episode. As you can see, we are still in first. We have 4 league games left and still on goal difference, but we are still in first place. So things are looking good. We're in the final of the FA Cup, we're currently in first in the league, and we're in the semi-finals of the Champions League, having won the Carabao Cup. Hopefully, by the time this career mode is brought to an end, when this season finishes, we will have done the quadruple. But that's still in the future. For now, guys, that is the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you twat that thumbs up button. If you want to see how the season does finish and how the FIFA 19 career mode goes when we start that, twat that thumbs up button. Other than that, cheers for watching, guys, and as usual, I'll see you in the next episode.